I've been hearing a lot about this Burn a Koran Day, and I saw Thunderfoot's video on using a Koran as a doorstop. I have to disagree. I really don't think that's a good idea, and I don't support anyone who burns a Koran or uses it as a doorstop or whatever. One of the questions that Thunderfoot asked in one of his previous videos was, why is it that when he criticizes Islam, why is he called and accused of being a bigot? Well, I suppose the reason is because Islam, or Muslim people in America, have been an oppressed group, and they have been discriminated against in the past. So there are sensitivities involved. It's the same thing with Jews, and because of that, when you go after them quite persistently like this, it brings back a lot of those memories and feelings, and a lot of the arguments that Islamophobic people or anti-Semitic people would use. A lot of these arguments, they sound familiar. Even though a lot of what Thunderfoot said is completely accurate and 100% true, there are like undertones of this kind of historical discrimination that has gone on, especially after 9/11. How American people view Islam has brought Muslim people into a victimized position, which isn't fair at all. So that's why it has to do with being a minority. And I want to also point out that this Burn a Koran Day, this started with that Florida pastor or whatever the fuck he is, a priest, I don't know. He called on his constituency to, or I should say his flock, to burn Korans on September 11th, which is today. But luckily he has called it off. To me, I don't see the point. What do you accomplish by doing that other than pissing people off? I think we should stick to more productive methods of educating people and informing people. I don't think burning a Quran really informs or educates anybody. It just rings true of intolerance and discrimination. This is something that an Islamophobic person would do. It's not something that open-minded, rational human being would do. That's just how I view that. I hope that makes sense as to why. Somebody might say, well, why don't Jews, get offended when you disrespect their religion? I would say they do. And if I were to say some things about Jews that Thunderfoot was saying about Muslims, I have no doubt that I would be accused of being anti-Semitic. A lot of the things I said about Israel has gotten me accused of being anti-Semitic, even though it's not. With that said, Thunderfoot did make some points. I don't want to take that away from him. He did make a lot of good points. I just think to call on people to disrespect the Quran by using it as a doorstop, it's not helpful. And it just seems to me like a way of getting back at all the critics. It feels more like, since you're backing me into a corner, I'm just going to be worse. I'm just going to act out more. And, maybe I can understand that point of view as well. I've been there myself. So, that's all I have to say about that. Enigma Hood signing off.